First claim, and this is from, if you guys don't know, this is from the Jordan Peterson versus 20 atheists video. These are the 4 claims that he makes in that video.
He makes them,
yeah. Atheists reject God, but they don't understand what they're rejecting.
Yeah, there's nothing. This is what I was talking about with the equivocation on the words. You know, there's nothing he can say that wouldn't make him right. Because if I say I reject God, he can make up some new definition. The question is problematic out of the gate, though, because to reject something doesn't mean you have to understand it. Like, I don't understand Shintoism. So am I rejecting Shintoism, you know, and don't understand what it is? Or can I just say, I don't even know what it is?
Yeah,
sure.
So
why are we having this conversation? I'm not rejecting it, saying it's wrong. I just don't know. So it's a neutral. It's an atheist or an agnostic position. Jordan's claim when he says this is that they shut down all avenues of God because they don't understand. So if they really knew, they would believe in God, which is just begging the question.
Yeah, well, and I think this really cites to like the real ignorance of Christianity, which is that on the members only podcast or that I just did, we took apart Piers Morgan talking about like how he was talking to Sean Carroll and Eric Weinstein.
Oh, I saw that.
You did see that? Okay, yeah, and toward the end, he asked them that if they believed in God, or like what the existence of God was or whatever, like to prove that or whatever. And you know, as you saw, like Sean Carroll actually gave like a pretty good answer. He's like, you know, like mathematically we know that numbers go to infinity and they go negative infinity, so it's not crazy to think that there would be that like time is just infinite, right? And then he's just like, well, what happened before that? And he's like, you don't know, so I'm right. And like this just speaks to the ignorance
what's north of the North Pole.
Yeah,
exactly. Same thing. Literal same question.
Exactly. But this is just the inherent problem with Christianity is like there's always the answer. They always know the answer. It's always on the atheist to give that answer, but they don't have to, unless it's child suffering or like what. And they talked about that later in the video where it's like the morality of war or whatever, or like the blood was it Jordan Peterson said the blood-soaked past of humanity. When it comes to those like very critical criticisms about religion, then it's like it comes off them, right?
Yeah. It's because fundamentally, I think this, not just because I'm an atheist, but I think philosophically, theism is just bad epistemology. You can't get to truth if you start with something that already has all the answers.
Sure.
And that's why they make that claim, and why Christians fall into that trap. And that's why they think that way. They think if somebody has an answer that is superior just by dint of having an answer than saying, I don't know. It's like, you don't know, well, therefore we'll go with mine. In no other aspect of like life is that the case. You know, you can't just say, I think you have, you know, this thing isn't full of bees. So well, I'm saying it is full of bees. Well, I'm going to eat it anyways because you don't know for sure. Well, maybe you should just not touch it.
Check if there's bees.
No, he said there is. But that's how it is. So when you say I don't know, they find it unconvincing because they're incurious, because God is a thought terminating cliche. A non-theist is like, okay, we don't know, let's figure it out.
Yeah,
that's different.